I'm Bart Ehrman, and I'm excited to announce an intriguing upcoming event hosted by the UNC Department of Religious Studies. Will Fido go to heaven? The Afterlife of Animals in Buddhism and Christianity. The event will be held on Sunday, March 23rd at 1 o'clock p.m. Most people believe, hope, or at least wonder if there will be life after death. And most pet owners I know wonder if their beloved dog, cat, or other reasonably sentient pet will be joining them in eternal bliss. My 4-year-old golden doodle, Nina, can certainly think, and undeniably has a strong personality. So she must have a soul, right? And don't souls live on after death? What do various religions say about it? This webinar will deal with two of the major religious traditions in the world. I'll be discussing the views of animals, souls, and afterlives in traditional Christianity, and my colleague Barbara Ambros, chair of the department and an expert on animals and Buddhism, will be discussing traditional Buddhist views. In some ways, this question about Fido and Nina can highlight many of the key differences between these two sets of religious traditions. Those of us raised in the Christian tradition think of life as something that comes into existence and in some sense ends at some point. A creature is conceived, born, lives, and dies. But is there something that follows that along the linear lifeline? An eternal afterlife? For all of us? Some of us? For other living creatures? That's not how Buddhism sees it. There, life is not a linear projection from point A to B to C, and hopefully to a happily ever after D. Life is cyclical, as living beings pre-exist their current state of being and constantly transmigrate from one form of life to another. You once were a demigod. You became a human. You blew it and became a slug. And then you came back as something else. So what does that mean about you and Fido forever? One thing it means is stated in a Chinese Buddhist text. All living beings were once our parents in a former life. This is going to be a fascinating and enlightening discussion. I hope you can join us for it. The event will be a fundraiser for the department. We're asking for a minimum donation of $10, but all donations are voluntary. We do not have a maximum donation limit, but anything in 5 figures is more than welcome. Our needs are significant. All the funds that come in will go to the department's Miller Fund, which supports the work of our graduate students, making it possible for them to be trained to become the researchers and teachers of the next generation. So once again, I hope you can join us for it.